All right, so I actually considered not even making a vlog today, but I'm here. I'm gonna do it, and the reason why I'm gonna do it is because I got this package right here, and when I opened it, I saw a candle called Kardashian Ass, and I just really felt like that stood out to me. There's also a few other things that they sent. There's this hoodie that's it's not a hoodie, it's a crew neck that just says the word damage. And there's another shirt that says damage across the front with 123 on the back. This is the information that was sent in. If you want to screenshot that and go over it, that would be just fine. Anyway, yesterday I took a very, very rare, by the way, this is DJ Lucas, The Feeling You Get, which is an amazing song that not enough of you know about because it only has 9,000 plays. But yesterday I took a very, very rare break from vlogging, and that was basically just because I didn't feel good. Felt a little under the weather starting the night of that show in Santa Ana, which technically was not on the No Jumper tour, but it was completely ridiculous and insane and a completely amazing time. But I started to feel sick as fuck like towards the end of the night, and then in order to kind of keep myself going, I maybe over medicated a little bit, and so yesterday I did not feel so great. So I just pretty much sat around all day. Me and Lena just kind of hung out in bed all day, which was cool because we never really just like spent a whole day sitting around the house before. I don't do that typically, and when I do that, normally I'm just alone. Normally I'm like working on something very steadfastly. Anyway, what's going on in my life? Well, we have a few more days before the tour picks back up in Arizona, and then there's a final show in LA. So obviously that's going to be super fucking fun. But as for me today, I'm just in the house working on stuff. I'm just trying to get shit going. I have noticed though, and this is something that I really want to comment on. And, okay, before I get into that, Arizona, Tucson, Scottsdale, come, just be there. It's very important. I know Scottsdale is going to sell out, but Tucson, a little bit different market, not selling as well as it maybe could be. So I need everybody in the Tucson area to please come out, show respect, show support, because it'll be a smaller show. I think like the actual capacity of the venue is smaller. You definitely probably have a better chance of like getting some FaceTime. If you want to pass me the blunt, that might be the spot to do it. If you want to, take a little pump and like play with his hair or whatever, it might be a little bit easier in Tucson than anywhere else. So definitely consider that. Also, there's another thing I want to talk about is that YouTube is fucked up right now. Like I know you guys have seen H3H3 and Drama Alert and all these other people making videos basically just about how YouTube has had a ton of different advertisers pull their ads, and as a result, YouTubers are making a lot less money. And I have to say that, yes, I am definitely seeing the effect of that. It probably doesn't hurt that I had a very popular video get demonetized the other day, but Jesus Christ, it is fucking crazy how big the variables are, or just how much the variance is, between like what some videos will make and what other videos will make. And to me, it seems like it has nothing to do with like the tags or the title or the actual content most of the time. Once in a while, it seems like it's very obvious that a video is going to get demonetized or something like that. But for the most part, it just seems like it is all over the fucking board. I can't make any fucking sense of it. All I have to say is that after seeing the way the revenue has fluctuated over the past week and talking to a lot of other YouTubers and finding out that they're having similar problems, it just really, really, really makes me want to double down on just finding alternate revenue sources. So taking that content like the vlogs. Maybe I should be running the vlogs on Twitter as well because, I can monetize on Twitter. I should probably give that a shot. Maybe I should just, like I joked around about it, but I actually think it would be cool if I was able to make vlogs for Pornhub. Like, I think that would be fucking crazy as fuck because then I'd be able to actually go and do dope stuff. Like, me and Lena were just talking about how we have an invitation to the fucking AVN Awards, like, next year, which is almost a whole year away. Who knows if that'll actually happen. But, I mean, can you imagine how fucking good that vlog would be if I made that vlog for Pornhub? And meanwhile, like, that vlog would be an insane editing challenge if I had to drop it on YouTube. So I think that, like, that is a really good idea. I really wish that, like, Pornhub would actually, like, be down with that idea. Fuck, the more I think about it, it's just so genius. Because then it would actually incentivize me to go out and do fucked up shit for the vlog. Like, I know tons of porn stars that would probably love to be in one of the vlogs if I actually had like a real incentive to do that. So everybody at Pornhub, and tell them like they need a vlogger, and that vlogger is obviously me. I'm obviously just the connection that world needs. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Basically like finding other ways to maybe monetize the actual content, like the vlogs and the podcast. Obviously, at some point, I need to just drop in and start putting ads on all of my podcasts and everything, like ads that I read in the beginning. And there's like a few other things. I have a brand deal actually that I took with basically like a streaming type app startup that's going to be coming soon, and I assure you that I'm being compensated appropriately. And it's really cool because it's basically just going to let me be able to like talk to you guys, like basically like they're paying me to use their app to just hang out on this app and talk to you guys, which to me seems like a pretty good deal. You know, why not? That seems like, you know, pretty innocuous, doesn't really hurt anybody. It's not like I was joking around the other day about how I feel like I've turned down like 15 different fucking monthly weed boxes because I just think it's the stupidest fucking idea, and I would just have to lie to my audience if I were gonna like. I don't know if I've ever seen anything in one of those monthly weed boxes that I would actually use besides maybe like the lighter. I don't even think they usually send tobacco, so it's like all you need if you want to smoke weed like us is a pack of backwoods, a Bic lighter, and weed, and that's it, and there's nothing else. So that's why I've never took the fucking stupid weed monthly box deal, is because I just don't feel comfortable. Like, shout out to Custom Grow 420, I like his channel, but when he's sitting there acting like he's like somehow like impressed by this like $3 bong or whatever, it's like, no bro, stop lying. Like, you're lying right now, and that's whack to me. So that's not the kind of thing I'm into. But in terms of this like streaming app that I'm partnering with, I'm pretty hyped on it, and I also think it'll give other brands a chance to see like, oh, this guy actually can, you know, work with brands responsibly and do cool stuff like that, whatever. But then also, like, obviously merch is a big thing, like No Jumper merch. Like, I know you guys want more, you want better stuff. That's something that I really want to put a lot more effort into, is just keeping like the products, like making them more interesting, making new stuff. You know, we've been doing pretty good with that at the new store, but I feel like we could just go a million times harder with that. And then, you know, the touring with rappers thing is awesome. Like, we have another tour that's actually a Texas run that I'm going to be announcing relatively soon with 3 rappers, not rappers that I've been on tour with this time. It's a totally different lineup. And then there's also this hypothetical Dex tour, which I'm really, really, really committed to setting up, because I fucking love that guy, and I just think it would be the coolest shit ever to do a No Jumper, Famous Dex, and Lil Tracy tour. So that is my goal, is definitely to like do this Texas tour, do a Dex tour, and then just see where it goes from there, because I just think that the whole concept of like being able to do these rap tours is just so fucking awesome, because I mean, it's so fun. It makes for amazing vlogs and content, and I don't know, I just think it's sick. But then the other thing is that I'm also about to start touring, doing like live podcasts, and these are going to be completely different things. Based on my experience touring, doing the rap thing, it's basically like you don't have time to do anything else. Like, you pretty much get to like sleep, you go out at night because you have to, because you're a young man and you just have to do your diligence, and then you fucking drive. Like, the drives are usually pretty long, you know, even like a minimal drive would be like 4 or 5 hours, which is like pretty significant for everybody else. So I don't know, the idea of like doing like a podcast tour and then also rap shows at night is kind of hard for me to imagine. Like, honestly, I think that I'm just gonna go in and try to like do them separately for a while. I've been talking with this company that's basically like gonna be booking me for like comedy clubs, doing live podcasts, going around, sitting in front of an audience, talking with 1 or 2 of my friends, and that's the whole thing. And the fucked up part about it is that the overhead is so much lower that I feel conservative in saying that I would be making, you know, well, actually, no, I'm not even going to say a number, but I would be making so much more money from doing like moderately popular podcast tours than I would ever make doing like very popular hip hop tours, that there's certainly an incentive for me to focus on the podcast side of things. But the rap thing is so fucking dope, because the more I do it, like this Lil Pump thing and Smoke Perp, it's like, you got to realize that there's a lot of people that probably never really would have thought about No Jumper, or never even took me seriously, or never had a reason for me to run through their brain. But then they see this tour and they're like, whoa, they just sold out like fucking 3-4 dates in a row. They sold out a whole tour. Oh, wow, this shit is serious. Maybe we should hit this guy up. Maybe we should fuck with him on a tour with some other big rapper that maybe needs a little bit of extra promotion, that kind of thing. So just incrementally like moving that along and just doing bigger and bigger venues is just the sickest shit ever. Because think about it, guys. Think about the artists that we could get once No Jumper as a touring, you know, thing could encompass, you know, artists who sell 3,000 or 5,000 person venues out. That's when you're really gonna enjoy these vlogs. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. I just know that yesterday I was sick. Today I don't really feel sick, but I didn't feel like making like a real video, so I figured I would just spit some game old school style to you guys into the iPhone. Tomorrow I'm definitely going to be back at it on the grind, but I just needed a couple days off. Let me tell you, doing all those drugs, little pump and smoke perp, they handle it pretty well. When you're 33, Jesus Christ, it really takes its toll on you. No Jumper, Rope Gang, tour is back on in a couple days. Tomorrow I'm going to be at the store, so make sure you watch that. Please smash that like button, and please hit up onsomeshit.com, because these videos don't make as much money as they used to. Fuck you to any corporation that pulled their ads. Shout out to PewDiePie. I love you. You're not a Nazi. Peace.